So with Flynn being recalled this morning, I mean, is there an expectation you think he'll probably be up for a while?
Clegg?
Yeah.
I don't know that. Happy for any of our players when they get the recall. Obviously there's some injuries on the D-core in Buffalo, but I don't know what length of time it could be.
Can you speak to what he's done right here all season to have
Yeah, I think Clegger's got better this year. It's something that we try to emphasize to all of our guys, even the guys that are a little bit older and not, the young prospects. Clegger's only 25 years old. There's still growth that can happen in your game, and I think he's defending better. And his offensive game speaks for itself, and he's been one of our top offensive producers on our blue line. But your offense sometimes gets you drafted, but your defense keeps you in the NHL, because power play jobs don't open up in the NHL. I mean, those guys are, Dallas is going to have that job for 15 years. So, you have to be able to defend and break the puck out at a high level. And he's gotten better in both those areas this year.
He's one of those guys, too, at the beginning of the season, I remember you talking about players that were surviving in the NHL, just to kind of stay there. Do you think he's in a better maybe that space, and also just as a player to go up in that spot?
I think anytime players come from a situation that they're playing a lot, you have a better chance to go up there and have success. So if you're playing a lot in the NHL, it's great, stay there. If you're not, sometimes it's better to be here and to get to play 20 minutes a night and have the puck on your stick and be in pressure situations, both physical pressure under duress, but also mental pressure of having to be a go-to guy down here.
Your smile on 40 points straight is have team performance Wednesday in Utica.
We were good in Utica. We had a really good first period, and fortunately also capitalized on some chances. But we were strong in the first. I think there was one point we were out shooting them, maybe 13-3. Just a really. And we've had good starts. We had good starts against Syracuse as well. Obviously, we didn't finish those off, but we had a really purposeful start to the game. Fast, physical, direct, aggressive in nature. Then you get up 4 or 5, and then the games get hard. Like they got pride, and they're a good team, so they're going to push back. And you also know the game's coming, so you're trying to conserve a little energy, and so you get leaned on a little bit in the second half of the game, and then that's where your goaltending stood tall.
One of the guys that stuck out too is Seth. Normally, you're talking about how good he is defensively, but he went off that career game with 3 points.
That line was excellent, and that's something that we just keep trying to build is the depth of scoring. And how do you become a really good offensive team is not by relying on one guy or one line or one power play unit to be there every night, because it's hard. And so you get contributions from up and down your lineup. If you looked at the lines, I don't call our lines first, second, third, or fourth, but the way it's listed, other people might refer to Yap's line as third right now. Well, Yap's had 2 goal and assist, and most people would probably call Kozak's the fourth, and they had 3 points. So Neuchev had an excellent game. Kozak had an excellent game, and I thought that Richards did a lot of really good things to help those guys as well.
So Appert coming in on the 14 points for saved for Rochester. They had a pretty dominant win over Toronto that same night. What do you see here on that makes sense?
Well, they lost a few guys now, but they still have a really good lineup. They've spent, Kyle Dubas, the GM, they spent a lot of money in the Marlies. They've spent a lot of money in Wilkes they don't have as many prospects in Pittsburgh's organization right now, just because the nature of where their NHL team has been. They've spent a lot of money to build a really, really elite American League team. And I think when they're fully together, they look like one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, and they dominated Toronto on Monday. That was a thorough. The score. Sometimes the score is not indicative of the game. This one probably could have even been more so. That's how good they were. Really good D-core, Willette, Rathbone, Smith, St. Ivany, guys like that. So, and then depth of scoring up and down their lineup.
Any idea how far Stillman is?
Stillman is skating now with the team, non-contact. I'd still say next week is probably the earliest we'll be able to see him.
So I would assume that the playground that no allowing them to play. And your thoughts on the one game you did play?
Lowen will be in tonight. And we're excited to get him in again. You know, we had liked him so much in practice that we were excited that he had the opportunity to play in Laval the last game before break. I thought in that game he showed extremely well. He has a real solid sense of who he is as a player. He doesn't try to be something he's not. Tries to break the puck out efficiently. He's hard to play against. He's physical. He's competitive on the puck. So, you know, small sample size, but he showed very well so far for us.
Duffer, do you have anything?
No, just see you at noon.
Duffer, I get to talk to you twice today. That's awesome.
This is the warm up.
I'll be ready for you.
All right. Thank you.